Okay, greetings, fellow GIs. So, I'm going to share some snapshots of a few things I discovered last night. And it had me up the whole entire night. I'm going to share it with you. I'm just going to speak about a few things before I share you the proof that I found in an article, and also, I think the book was from the Department of Defense. So anyways, some of the stuff I accidentally deleted, but I have most of the material that I found. So, we have a real serious problem in America when we want to use coin operations and blend it in with community policing, where it targets mostly like minority groups. Because see, when you mix coin operations with community policing, and you try to say that, try to put crime, categorize crime or criminals or whistleblowers as potential criminals, whatever, something unethical is going on. Let's look at what happened to Julia Davis. She was deliberately slandered and categorized as being a terrorist. She was, okay. I guess we'll get the shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos, fried or grilled?
Which was better, do you think?
You can say one of each.
I just big grilled.
Grilled? Okay.
Yeah. So, thank you. So when you're in this program, you're gonna find that the DoD is trying to protect its own interest and Department of State's interest, along with the interest of corporations and groups. And some of these groups these people are dealing with, DoD doesn't even know that some of these people have beliefs of dominion theology, and this has been exerted on minorities, which in many cases are already Christians, and they're leaving the church because of this. And then you have hordes of racist groups. I can actually prove this. I mean, DoD needs to do its homework. So, then when we look at GS4, what do we see? That they have a history of violating the rights of people in Israel. Let's say, I'm going to go back on 1 second. GS4 is a contractor for Homeland Security, along with, I think it's M15, S Incorporated. Well, it's pretty much tied to British intelligence. So let's look, GS4 has a long history of violating people's constitutional rights and has a long history of human rights violations. There's indefinite detentions going on, what happened in Israel. And these are their contractors. They do the border checkpoints and everything. So this is GS4. And then let's look at our, when we look at DHS contractors, the CA, CI, what do they do to people in the prisons in Iraq? These are DHS's prime contractors. So we see that DoD also utilizes people, and they will put people in your path. This is not just for relationships. They clearly stated it in their manual, and they also believe in this gangstalking program, and they want to try to call it community policing. Now we know people, DoD personnel, they don't have badges. Perhaps we should start mailing DoD a bunch of badges and say, okay, you want to do community policing. So when you contact the Department of State, when you contact your COPS program, your FBI Secret Service, NSA, CIA, you're not going to get any help, because remember, they have their own contractors, and these contractors are utilized for, for their polls, because they have to get people in these polls to collect money. See, money's being exchanged through contractors, and they have GS in different grade levels. And if they're not getting paid, then guess what? their organizations are losing money. And that's those tactics they can use on people. So they want people to get used to being treated a certain way, and then when they go somewhere else, those same tactics are utilized on them. So it's a lot of psychological warfare, and it's a lot of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And a lot of these people really don't have a lot of education. They're not subject matter experts. And many people that are running their groups are not subject matter experts with PhDs, so they're not really qualified to provide a court expert opinion or to conduct a lot of these operations, which are being conducted like military experiments. Now, Masonic research groups used to work with the CIA, they still exist today, doing mind control projects, seeing how they can manipulate someone. So we can manipulate people through harassment. Let's say right now that 20 people walk in here, and every person that walks by me stomps their foot 5 times. And I'm recording it where you can actually see it. Well, that would be neuro-linguistic programming. That would be letting you see, that would be them, people, a group of people, trying to manipulate me. And then let's just say that happens 500 times in a year. Every gas station I go, every church. What they're trying to do is they're trying to fill you with rage. They want you to become homicidal, they want you to lash out, and that's unethical. So I'm going to share the clips. I'll probably add them in the beginning of this video if I get a chance. Anyways, DoD is doing the same exact things that our FBI is trying to, work against. So they're not on the same page.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I unplugged my thing. Oh, I grabbed it with both hands though.
it's a good thing that this has happened to me, because I have so much evidence of what I've gone through that other counterterrorism professionals in other countries, they see my information, they can say, hold on a second. You're talking about you're pro-life, you love your government, but are you full of shit? We got video proof of you and your agency systematically stalking and harassing someone every day, not for like 1 or 2 years, but for over a decade in every state they move to. And that's what I've dealt with. Now, about 2.5 years ago, I filled out a no response. Actually, it's been more than 2. Human Rights Council. Out a complaint so I could receive help from the United Nations Human Rights Council. No response. Actually, it's been more than 2, about 2.5 years. A little bit more than that. No response. And what I find even more interesting is that I have another video concerning my treatment at a Human Rights Council here in Austin. Just go to my YouTube page called City of Austin Video Files and go on the playlist called City of Austin. And you will see exactly what they do to people that seek help, in my opinion, because the way people treat people is normally how they treat others. That's just my opinion. That people are a reflection of their actions. And if I'm asking you for help and you say you're a part of the Human Rights Council in a local city, I call you, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes to speak, and then you lie to me, and then even afterwards refuse to allow me to talk, then something isn't right. So check out that video, hear my story, and then your local police. It's really interesting to know that local police have been confirmed not only supporting this program, but hiding behind it. So we have people that hide behind the flag and say, oh, I love my country, I protect the constitutional rights, but then they're utilizing psychological warfare tactics that you see people like the U.S. Army using, the people from DoD. And you will discover that you may go to a police station and then you may notice weird stuff. People in the same age group that were harassing you, it could be kids, are in the police station, all wearing black shirts. It could be many different things. And then you're there because you're being harassed by kids. Wouldn't that make you think? Or you're at a CLPS program office and you're complaining about being gang stalked by kids wearing black shirts, and then what do you see when you go there? A bunch of kids wearing black shirts. So, bear with me one moment. I'm gonna get myself gonna get a response. So that makes me think, if you're reporting a crime that's occurring through the government and Department of State won't help, police won't help stop the illegal tracking and harassment, then what do? Because a target is not looking to be placed under surveillance so they can't live their life. If you're asking for help and you're being surveilled by the same people that are doing harassment, then how is that harassment helping a person?